It's so messed up bears look like this and can kill you. First pick would have tricked me, like damn, she looks cold, I'ma let her in. Don't you love how literally almost every picture of pandas looks like chaos? We got a new bird feeder, but can someone tell me what type of bird this is? Park ranger checks camera trap and discovers 400 of the 580 photos it took were bear selfies. The bear god, defender of the ice caps. Can you make the bear look friendly? They did it. I need to chill with this guy. Whoever dumped trash on the road, thanks a lot. Now the bear thinks it's his house. Bears kept stealing guys' honey, so he enlists them as taste testers. Beautiful. Heartwarming photo shows bear joining salmon for a swim in an act of solidarity. A baby bear just touched me? I would have pooped myself, because where is your mother at? Destroy false idols. There is only one true bear, and it is me. Bear sneaks up on a group of calm hikers. I didn't know polar bears could have red fur sometimes. That's pretty cool. Do you think he just eats a lot of shrimp, or he was born this way? Blood. Ah, silverback gorilla versus grizzly bear. Who will win this battle? Probably a bear. 28-year-old hunter hospitalized after bear he shot plunges downhill and lands on him. Instead of hunting for fish and hibernating like all the other bears, Graham had wisely been investing the money he took from people he had mauled. Actual size of bears compared to a human. Bear's first climbing lesson. Did a bear take this photo? Man makes friends with a bear over the years, and then she brings her cubs to meet him. Would you take pictures with a bear? I'm crying. Why are the pictures so intimate? Like this is her baby dad. Relationship status. The male finishes his nap and checks whether any females have appeared. Bear tries to use cat door to enter home. He looks so sad. Just let him in. Everyone stop. It's a bear holding a bear stuffy. What? Family realizes pet dog is a bear after animal starts to walk around on hind legs. Bear breaks into house, plays the piano, but not very well. Is that bear fat or just chunky? Lasers may help scientists find out. Anyone else having trouble with bears doing drug deals in their backyard? I want to know what bears think sometimes. Honey, woman wakes up to find 3 bears inside her car. How does it feel, Goldilocks? To find someone all up in your stuff. The look on their faces though, it's like, oh my god, Charles, the human is waving, wave back, hurry. The cutest ever. Robust. The unit to end all units. Oh, big boy. I want to risk everything and hug it. You're saying this little guy will kill me? No, it's a lie. Imagine being held at gunpoint, bear with me, by a literate animal. And the only hope of rescue is, bear with me, tweeting a coded message. Hunter finds lost GoPro filled with footage shot by bear. Some days it's hard to find motivation. Some days, motivation finds you. Russian man doesn't give a damn about a bear roaming nearby. That bear has quite the balls to approach the Russian like that. You can take a bear from Russia, but you can't take out the Russia from the bear. Alaska, the place where you can't get off the plane because there is a polar bear between you and the terminal. For $20, an Oregon rehab center will put your ex's name on a salmon and feed it to a bear. Bear who thought he'd lost all hope loses last additional bit of hope he didn't even know he still had. Map of Earth if it was a bear. Homeowner catches bear in its hot tub, drinking margaritas. This 3-year-old boy who survived 2 freezing nights says that a bear helped him keep warm. He said he hung out with a bear for 2 days. God sent him a friend to keep him safe. Everybody gangster till the bear starts loading the artillery gun. Nah, this dude ain't even pay. Brave man saving drowning 400-pound black bear is possibly one of the greatest rescue stories. Everything is fun and games until you erase pandas' black marks on their eyes. Brown bears are reportedly eating as much as they can to prepare for winter and hibernation. A fat bear is a healthy bear. It's fat bear season. Caution, bear in the area. Bears in people's minds. Violent and scary animals. Bears in real life. Good morning to these lesbian grizzly bear mums only. A 2-mother family. Bonded female grizzly bear in Wyoming with their 4 cubs. Russian bears are hooked on huffing jet fuels until they pass out. My boyfriend has been working in this place, and this morning he sent me this. Sorry for the lack of art recently. If I don't partake in this salmon run for at least 5 hours a day, I will not survive. I hope when I inevitably choke to death on gummy bears, people just say I was killed by bears and leave it at that. Now pet friendly. Except for bears. We're not making that mistake again. Pregnant Russian woman gives birth in forest while officers fight off bears. The giant panda is no longer an endangered species. Pandas are making a comeback. We love legends. Thinking again about how the names Arctic and Antarctic just means bears and no bears. What can be more human than coming to a a place you've never been and saying, bears are here. Then visiting a similar place and going, but no bears here. I think children should be allowed to explore caves freely. Quoted by a bear. When a bear attacks, don't push a slower friend down. National Park Service says. Look, I shove my slow friends whenever a bear is nearby. It's nothing personal, just doing a solid to Darwin. God, I want to be invited to this so bad. Bear wanders into City Hall building in California. You can't put a bear on a state flag and then act surprised when it shows up for a town hall meeting. Haven't been able to stop thinking about this picture. The warmth, the scrunched face. I'm so happy for her. Last year, a polar bear in the San Francisco Zoo got 10 tons of snow for his birthday. And look at how happy he was. Not my photo, of course. I was worried that squirrels were eating all the birdseed, so we set up a camera. I do not think that is a squirrel. Look at this fat bear. I love him. My son is small and confusing, but I celebrate our differences. Bear. Raw, I'm a bear. Dog. I don't care. 4 pictures of Jennifer Lawrence that'll make you say, that's a bear, not Jennifer Lawrence. I don't know. Sometimes I think there's got to be more to life than eating honey and stealing picnic baskets. Bear eats all the food, gets fat, and refuses to walk, mate, and communicate. Nut shot. If you can't reach for the sky, aim a little lower. This is Joe, the albino brown bear. Every time he is seen in the forest, he is rescued and woken up at the North Pole. I don't know much about bears, but I think they're married. When a fake bear soul says something so grizzly phobic, you just gotta hit him with that polar stare. Hope you enjoy this dog, who looks like he's been wearing a bear costume. I had a nightmare years ago where a bear was chasing me, and I just stopped running, and I became lucid and asked why he was chasing me. He replied that he was going through a divorce and is really stressed out. Giant panda in China fakes pregnancy to receive nicer food and round-the-clock care. Panda statue in China. Possibly the most frightening talent of the brown bear is an uncanny ability to blend seamlessly into the environment in an almost chameleon-like manner, allowing them to easily surprise their unsuspecting prey. Why is this bear so round? Because he eats a lot. What? Square. The new Minecraft update looks good. Just your daily reminder that while we're all in lockdown of varying degrees, bears are out there practicing their kung fu fighting. That is all. Put a towel down or something. Nobody wants your bear's butts on the lawn furniture. Sun rays shine on the warm breath of a polar bear. Alternate caption. Fire-breathing polar bear shows off his skills. The real cause of global warming. Floofability score. Sheep. Like, what? How am I not supposed to want to bury my face in his fluff? Although logic, common sense, and basic self-preservation instincts tell us better, we must agree with you, good sir. If bear not friend, why snoften round? A point we cannot refute. Bear. Is he the one that's been starting forest fires? Me. Dude, let it go. No, I want to see what he has to say. You can actually do this with any bear you see in the wild. They're actually incredibly gentle creatures. Readers added context they thought people might want to know. You should never feed or approach a bear. You know it's spring when the bears start blooming. Brown bear wakes up from hibernation and kills... Whoa! Look, Joe, name one animal that could stand a chance against me one-on-one. Silverback, tiger, rhino, you name it. Get us in a ring and I will maul them to death. It's as simple as that. Get in, loser. We're going hiking. Become unbearable. Bear robbing a bank. Stick 'em up. Teller raises hands. Bear, nervous. How'd you get so big? For the last time, Frank. Did you or did you not eat that salmon in the fridge I was saving for later? Finally checking out the bear, and you guys weren't lying. This is gas. POV, you are a fish, or perhaps a berry. Pizza-loving bear treks almost 100 miles back to an Italian village after being exiled to a wilderness for breaking into a bakery and eating all the biscuits. Polar bear cub with sun goggles, possibly to prevent snow blindness. Most animals get funnier when you shave them, not bears. Bears become the freakiest, scariest things you've ever seen. Bros prepared for 3 winters. 90% of a guy's daydreaming is spent mentally preparing for this exact scenario. Siberian bear hunting armor, studded all over with 1-inch iron nails about 3/4 inches apart. I put this on when family comes over. Western Canada's toughest bear, named The Boss, is in Alberta and he just woke up. He's so big that not even a train can take him down. Video. This man walks and rides a 900-pound grizzly bear through the forests of Montana. Man finds baby bears dancing like human children in the forest. In 1985, a black bear found and ate $15 million worth of coke. There was probably about a 5-minute window before he died, where he was the most dangerous apex predator on any continent. Sandra, can you open the door? We kinda got a situation out here. Bear Mountain is looking for breeding stuff. I am begging this brown bear sanctuary to rethink their phrasing. Out of my way, straight boy. Montana moment. This package was not delivered due to bear in driveway. I think very often about this cave painting of a bear that somebody drew around 30,000 BCE. Look at him. He's perfect in every way. I hate that cavemen understood line weight better than me. Me, after walking up 2 flights of stairs. If you're ever being chased by a polar bear, take off an article of clothing and leave it on the ground as you run away. It will thoroughly inspect your dropped clothing before starting to chase you again. Shooting an animal doesn't make you cool. Feeding a polar bear while its cub humps your leg makes you cool. This one time I ate so much salmon I could barely move, and then my mom was like, "Oh, have some blueberry pie for dessert." And in that moment, I understood what it was like to be a grizzly bear. Living the dream. Hey Greg, wanna play human? Sure Steve. I have so much depressions. I have to drive to work, only to afford gas to drive to work again tomorrow. Lol. I'm barely tolerating this weather. Sees a guy with his foot caught in a bear trap. Me. Dude, that thing is for bears. Gender reveal party, but they just pull out one of these. Fat Bear Week title awarded to female who gained weight during single girl summer. Bear helps itself to 60 cupcakes from Connecticut bakery. Scares employees. Excuse me, sir. Can we please talk about climate change? Local Mexican restaurant used to be a Chinese restaurant, and instead of painting over the mural, they just put sombreros on the pandas. 5-year-old me, after I ate a seed and someone told me now a tree is going to grow inside me. Well, well, well. Look who's trying to end an argument by giving me food. If you think that's going to work, you're absolutely right. That is exactly what he's saying. In Churchill, Canada, many locals leave their cars unlocked in case someone needs to make a quick escape from a polar bear. Solar-powered tent, has a heated floor, and lights up at night. Splendid. Now we'll know when the hot pockets are ready. Survivor contestant getting mauled by a bear. The cameraman. Dad doesn't want a polar bear. Family gets a polar bear anyway. Dad and polar bear. Norbert Rosing's striking images of a wild polar bear coming upon tethered sled dogs in the wild of Canada's Hudson Bay. The photographer was sure that he was going to see the end of his dogs when the polar bear wandered in, but the polar bear only needed to hug someone and returned every night that week to play with the dogs. Haven't been able to stop thinking about this bear for days. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Alternative responses. Whatever you say, manta ray. Doubt that, sewer rat. I don't care, panda bear. Watch me eat this family. I don't want to watch. Listen to me, Floyd. You're tripping right now. For the love of God, put down the gun and we can talk this through. Embarrassment. A group of pandas is called an embarrassment. Bear sits next to guy. No clickbait. Good resolution. No camera shake. And literally the bear sits next to a guy and people still dislike. I mean, how did their brain work? Scary if you think. From the studio that brought you The Little Mermaid. Polar bear. If I was getting eaten by a bear, I would get a pet in really quickly. Humans when they see a tiny, harmless spider. Also humans when they see a massive bear that could easily eat them. Nice. Someone dressed a Pomeranian dog up as Paddington Bear, and now the world seems a slightly better place to be in than it did yesterday. When all you want to do is sleep, but life and responsibilities won't leave you alone. Right, so when I started my sociology course in college, my teacher started us off with, well, I guess we have to do icebreakers. I'm John, and I fear bears. Why do I fear bears? Because bears can run at 30 miles per hour and Chester Zoo is 30 miles away. That means a bear can be outside this door in an hour. Why would a bear be here? Because they can smell fur, and I fear them. Did you know polar bears yell while they poop? Looks like they can't bear the shit. Brilliant. Then suddenly you turn around and hear, oh. In 2001, a lion, a bear, and a tiger cub were all found in an abandoned house. They were adopted by a sanctuary and have lived together ever since. Take 8 seconds of your life and watch a baby bear catch snowflakes. Abused zoo bear still circles in imaginary cage 7 years after being freed. Every sensitive young man being released into the dating market after momification from soy school. This is sad. People in sleeping bags are the soft tacos of the bear world. A panda noticed that pregnant pandas get special treatment, so she copied the behavior of pregnant pandas to get extra bamboo. Jenny is not pleased with the state of the pond. How is a woman supposed to bathe in these conditions? It's black bear season. That is a cat. This dog takes the bus every day to see his owner at work. I have him. He's the best. Cat is scared of him though. Every year, this national park crowns a fat bear of the year. This year's winner was a bear named Holly. A former park ranger notes that Holly was single this summer and was able to devote all of her energy towards herself. She's a strong, independent bear. Panda researchers in China wear panda costumes to give mother-like feeding to a lonely baby panda who lost her mother. Without context, it looks like some guy disguised himself as a panda so he could sneak into their panda community, and now he's making a quick getaway with the baby panda. Pooh Bear always makes me cry. Just look at him. He's so innocent and pure. The black rhinoceros spends a majority of its adult life alone and mates only once every 2 to 3 years. Just like you fuck bears. But Care Bear, go ahead, hug him. Bear tries to get into a family car. This bear dug a sitting pit to watch her favorite duckies. I had to go in a gas station in the middle of nowhere to pee, and this is their Monster Energy display. Now realizing my username makes it seem like this is like what I do as a hobby. Use the bathroom in random gas stations all over the place. An agricultural engineer used this bear's night raids as a test to determine which type of honey was the best. In multiple, double-blind trials, Big Boy always preferred the rare, expensive Anza honey, followed closely by chestnut, flower, and pinewood honey. When life gives you bears, you trick them into doing market research? Hey, where did our tent go? Suspiciously tent-shaped bear. I know pandas are fake. Evidence? China never wrote about them ever. Westerners discovered them in 1880, first skin. 1916, first cub found by a zoologist. Ain't that convenient? Only 26 pandas in zoos around the world. What is the conspiracy? How did they fake them? Paint? No. Genetics? I need answers. Another child actor ruined by drugs and alcohol. The photo we've all been waiting for. I was woken up at 4:45 to see this mama bear and her cubs having the time of their life on this golf course. Bear with me, dog. Feds want you to believe that you can't pet these guys. Don't listen to them. Follow your gut. Happy 102nd birthday to Winnie the Pooh. He is 102. Stop calling him Winnie. I'm giving my children little bear suits because starving polar bear begs humans for help in incredible footage. Countries where the voice actor of Paddington Bear is currently the president. When Thick Bear actually holds answers to all of the universe's questions. I accidentally set a bear on fire and accidentally mounted it, and now I'm trying to stay calm as I set the forest on fire with the bear. Help. If you get into a fight with a polar bear, boost your chances of success by requesting a postponement until 2065. There's a good chance polar bears will be extinct by then, so you'll win by default for just turning up. This bear was accidentally brought to the dog shelter and had a great time. This bear wants you to know it's okay to be tired, and you are doing your best. The Amber Bear Amulet, 3,500 years old. The Forbidden Gummy Bear, having a think. My idiot furry son has one job at night, balk at things and make them go away. Easy, right? However, a bear has learned that my furry son can be bought. This is the 3rd time he's been gifted deer bones in exchange for being allowed to access my trash. And he keeps doing it. Bear is approaching at alarming speeds. Bear is go fast, losing track of bear. Bear has reached Mach 1. We have lost visual on bear. Flying bear kills 2 Canadians in freak accident. Pitbull puppy for sale. He is Hispanic, that's why he looks like this. $200. Inside you, there are 2 bears. No, I deserve free porridge. Get off our property. Funny, Finnish man scares away a bear by shouting perkele. Everyone finds this funny, but that was a stupid and dangerous thing to do. These are violent and unpredictable creatures. The bear is very lucky it wasn't eaten by the fin. Did you know cat's little bean toes looks like teddy bears if you put a bear face on them? Now you do. I thought this was a meme and I was trying so hard to get it. It's just a diagram of how bears sleep. Quite interesting. Breaking news. Man in bear costume arrested for tearing apart tents of Black Friday campers. Stupid dog never leaves me alone. Always wants to play, and then when I yell at her, she goes and hugs her bear. Google search. How to steal someone's dog without getting arrested. I think I will pass on this one. Share a Diet Coke with a polar bear. New favorite mammal is the inadequate African bush dog. The distant cousins of wolves and foxes that looks like halfway between a bear and a corn dog. White people will make friends with a bear, but won't eat food unless it's GMO free. California man tackles, punches 350-pound bear to save his dog. A 42-year-old Russian fisherman was brutally attacked by a bear, but he was suddenly saved when the ringtone his granddaughter installed on his mobile phone went off. And Justin Bieber's Baby sent the bear running back to the woods. Oh, to be a bear made of rice, relaxing in a bowl of curry. Grizzly bear shatters all pro wrestling records after identifying as human. Petting my new dog, the only news I want to read. Popular mechanics, the virus can't stop these fat bears. Help him get his honey. He has been a naughty bear. No honey. points gun. Do you think this is a game? Bears, a review. Despite their soft appearance, there is a sharpness to bears that makes it very difficult for them to socialize with others. You cannot give a bear a bounce house, because she would not appreciate the gesture. She would read into it too much, since you gave her a gift. Does that mean you now expect her to give you one? Bears are overwhelmed by social calculations like this. They also have claws. I rate them 3 stars for being otherwise pleasant, but 2 stars have been deducted for anxiety. Imagine, if you will, a big and large dog. You're not making it big enough in your mind. Okay, now it's good. Picture its favorite food is berries and salmon. You want to pet it, don't you? Well, don't. What you've just invented is a bear, and you're under arrest for inventing the bear. This commercial for Chalmers Ultra Strong has horrifying implications. The fact that there is a security checkpoint for the bear airport, or should I say, bearport, implies that there are certain bears who have malicious intent to blow up the bear planes. There are bearists in this universe that aspire to destroy things that these mammals hold near and dear. That bear is naked. Which bear describes you as a person? Grizz, very friendly, likes to talk a lot, loves to eat. Panda, always on phone, loves anime, gets sad and has anxiety. Ice bear, quiet, knows how to cook and speak different languages, really chill. On the fence between panda and grizz. This is a real panda. China has this panda diplomacy, and this one will be sent to Japan as a friendship envoy. For the safety reason, he sits as a passenger with his feeder, not in a cage, fastening the seatbelt, wearing a diaper, eating bamboos. You can't bring a full bottle of shampoo on a plane, but you can bring a bear? It's not real. Astrology is real, but only for predicting where bears will be. Bears do not travel to places they cannot see their gods. I've seen this post before, but it only just occurred to me that there might be some sort of underlying reason. That places where bears are, and places where people name stars after bears, overlap. Grandpa bought her a teddy bear. They call him Grandpa. He lives in Alaska, and on all fours topped to his shoulders to ground. He is 6'1", which means when he stands up, this is such a fucked up way of writing this, what the hell? How am I supposed to read this? I can't read this. He's very tall and he weighs 2,600 pounds. That's crazy. And he's a mix between a polar bear and a black bear. The other night my husband and I were watching a documentary about the Yeti, where they were doing DNA analysis of samples of supposed Yeti fur, and every one of them came back as bears. Anyway, next thing So now the running joke in our house is that everything is bears. Aliens, bears. Loch Ness monsters, bears. Every cryptozoological mystery is just a very crafty bear. Bears, they're everywhere. Be wary. Anyone or anything could be a bear. Oh shit. Today I learned until 2007, Russian astronauts were issued a sawed-off shotgun and machete to fight off Siberian bears and other wildlife upon landing back on Earth. They are now issued a semi-automatic pistol. My face when I'm just out there foraging for berries when a capsule crashes to the ground from the heavens and a cosmostronaut comes out and points a gun at me. Happy New Bears. Wait, no. Don't reblog this. I meant years. The bears are in. Absolutely obsessed with this review for this bear. 5 stars. Oh god. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh wow. I'm crying, look at him. One man's trash is another man's treasure. And no, Mr. Bear. I'm Cat. Nice to meet you. I think someone should have tried domesticating bears 10,000 years ago. We really missed the mark with that. Could be cuddled up with a bear right now, but whatever. Why are you crying? Because bears sit and look at good views. Sense of beauty. Many people have witnessed bears in the wild partaking in unusual behavior, such as sitting for long periods of time in one spot, doing apparently nothing but staring at scenic vistas, such as sunsets, lakes, and mountains. There is very little explanation as to what use or purpose is in this behavior, except in theorizing that the bears merely find such views to be aesthetic and beautiful. Astonishing photo taken in the late 70s, showing a man feeding a polar bear and her cubs with milk in the north of Russia. This is bear. Bear is good. Soulful eyes. Warm and fuzzy fur, also good for hugs. Tiny nubtail. Wonderful tummy, full of food. Powerful legs, good for standing. Cute feet, which comes with toe beans. Nice feet, good for high fives. Strong arms, good for hugs. Perfect snout, good for smoochies. Placer County man punches bear in face to save his dog. Every time I see this post, I kinda wanna cry. Look at how little that dog is. It's so small, it was so defenseless. And that dude punched a bear to save it. Does that dog know? Does it know how loved it is? I want someone to love me that much. I want to be that small.